just before he was about to jump, he sent me a picture of the building that he was about to jump from.
Hi, welcome to SGNOW. I'm Sharda Harrison. Always so good to be back in the studio. Today we have with us CityJo Bruce. How are you doing, Bruce?
I'm doing great. I tell you, I just went to Bedok, Heartbeat at Bedok, and I went to eat. I tell you, I tried this store. In my opinion, the best satay I've ever eaten. Really. Later we must go. How?
Okay,
Honor.
set. Yeah.
Honor. What's the best? Really, it's very good. Really.
Just ask Bruce how he's doing. He's talking to me about satay. But anyway, today in the studio, we have a very special guest. As you can see, he's masked up. This is Mave Mason. And you're like the Robin Hood of gamblers in a lot of ways. You're like an activist against reckless gambling. Do you want to go on a little bit about what you do?
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Mave Mason, and people say that I'm the Singapore's Robin Hood or a professional baccarat player, but I don't really want to be known as that. I think I see myself as a life development activist, and I'm here today. I'm happy to meet all of you. Thank you for inviting me. Most importantly, now I know there's good satay somewhere out there, and I'm gonna have good satay later together.
I love that. Well, we'll get back to a little bit more about what you do. Yeah, we have Javis here, otherwise known as Javis Ong. You know, I never knew your surname. So Javis is always behind the camera, okay? This is the first time we've taken one of our cameramen. We put him on the sofa with us. And Javis, you know, in your free time, you've betted, is that the right word? You've been in betting and gambling a little bit here and there, right?
Okay, as for me, I'm not a professional in gambling. That's what I know right now. Few months back, I was still calling myself the god of gamblers. I still call myself I know all the skill tactic to win. But right now, I will say that I'm just a victim of gambling.
You're a victim of gambling. That's full on. Is that why you're hugging the little duck?
I got some stage fright. I need some duck.
Give him comfort for all the money I've lost.
Don't worry, we'll make you very comfortable on this couch as we talk about gambling today. Okay, so before we dive into the topic, Mave Mason, you know, people have sort of touted you, given you the title of the Robin Hood of gamblers. Can you explain exactly what you do as you say you're a coach, or you're what was it that you said? You help advocate and help people empower their lives, right?
So because I've been gambling my whole life, and what I do is that I will try my very best to get a little bit from the casinos. I do a little bit of sports betting as well. Some people like to call it sports trading. And then from there, you cannot become a multi-millionaire from such things. So I just get a little bit from here and there, and I like to pay it back to society and give it forward to those who are in need. And that's I think that's essentially how I got the name Singapore's Robin Hood. But I kind of stopped showcasing that side of things.
Okay.
Yeah, because some people are saying, hey, Mave, if you are doing this out there, right, showing people that it is possible to earn thousands from the casino, then everyone else is also going to go. So I've scaled down very much in that area.
Right. And there's a reason why you want to reveal your identity, right?
Yeah, because too ugly already. If I take off my mask, everyone is going to run away.
I'm sure that's not true. But anyway, we're here because we're going to talk about gambling, especially because the World Cup is coming up. Okay, in my world, when someone says gambling, it seems to be touted as something quite associated as something bad. But there's casual gambling and then there's excessive gambling, right? What are your thoughts on just gambling?
Okay, first, define casual gambling, and what's the other word you use?
Excessive gambling.
Excessive gambling. To me, Sharda, gambling is gambling. Whether it's casual, whether it's excessive, is not good. All right? Everything, even taking drugs, for example. Okay, I tell you guys, everyone that I've met in prison who is serving a sentence for drugs, okay, no one started taking drugs thinking, I have aspirations of being a drug addict today. Let me go out and, buy and smoke as much drugs as I could. Everyone started out casually. I'm just going to try drugs for the first time. So I'm very sure it's the same with gambling.
Right. But how did you start gambling then?
Prior to the casinos, the only time I gambled was during Chinese New Year. So I played like a bit of blackjack or mahjong with my family. Only family members. And the bet was small. But when the casino started, me, not leaving Singapore for most of my life, didn't have a passport. I thought, well, it'd be nice if I go and visit to see how a casino looked like. I went in. I liked the lights and sounds. So I started going more frequently, and then like in a span of like less than a month, you know what happened?
What?
I was hooked.
Oh,
I was
wow.
hooked. Back in the old days, I was doing pretty well for myself.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of criminal work,
Right.
work, dude. So money was rather easy for me. I tell you, in the first 3 months, I'm not joking, I lost 6 figures.
Wow. Whew, that's a lot of money.
Yes, a lot of money.
You should have
right?
just donated it to me. I would have done more good with it. But
Tell
let's
me
go.
about it.
But thank you for sharing that and being so vulnerable and honest. Javis, what about you? What's your relationship to gambling like? Because you just said that you were a victim of it. So I want to know that story.
Okay, so likewise, so I started gambling like during Chinese New Year, where we play those little poker game with my family. But also, when you're playing with families, that there's a limit to each other. So that maybe your mother will only like take out like $5 at most, like my father at most $10. So at the end of the day, you will only win like $15. Yeah, so this is like those parts where I find it that it's not enough. So my friends, when I was on the right age, my friends like asked me to like go to visit the casino with him together. So back then for me, it's like the entrance fee for casino is like $100. So I didn't want to go alone. So my friend just like asked me, if that's the case, we just go together lah. At least like we lost the $100 together. Then I was like, okay lah, since got someone like accompany, then we just go. So for me, just my first visit in the casino, I lost 5 figure just in one night. And it's not that I can't reach 6 figure. It's because I only had 5 figure in my bank and I lost everything.
And you lost everything
on that night.
That first night.
Yes.
So that's why you became a victim of it.
Yeah.
You didn't continue after that, right?
I mean, because I lost everything, so I can't continue. And also, back then, I don't think my connection is that good to like borrowing money from others to go on gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that is where I stopped. And then, that's the first encounter I have in gambling.
So I'm just wondering why when he said 6 figures, he turned around and gave me those 6 figures like, dude, this is not a competition, I lose 5 figure, you lose 6. So no.
You lost money, period, right? Let's get to Mave. What are your responses to what they both have shared?
So I'm known as the professional casino guy. And if both gentlemen have said they have lost X amount of figures, I was also a victim of this. So there was once I have won the casino non-stop for about 113 times. That means there's no loss at all. I go in, I do my thing, I get out, right? And due to certain circumstances, which due to the lack of time, will not be saying here, but it's due to some emotional outside of the casino circumstance, I lost everything. So in that 113 times, I garnered a sum of money that is enough for me to buy a condo. And that sum was about $800,000. And in 3 days, I lost everything.
Walao.
So I guess earlier we spoke about drug use.
Yeah.
So the thing about and casual gambling, no one goes out there and say, "Hello, sister, it's okay to take drugs. Just take it casually." Right?
Yeah.
And when you hear that, you go like, nah, that's never gonna happen. If someone says, let's go gamble casually, I think it's the same thing or worse.